Respected brothers and sisters, a few verses from Surah Baqarah were recited in the first rakat, and a few verses from Surah An-Naml were recited in the second rakat. And in both of these parts of the verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us and informing us that we should make dua to Him, we should not become despondent, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds to the person who calls to Him, who is desperate, who is in need, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can take away the evil from that person. In regards to this, there's a very, very beautiful story regarding a doctor, he's a head or a head doctor for the head, yeah. Neurosurgeon. He was from Pakistan. I don't know if he's still alive, but he was Pakistani, and he was a doctor, well famous, and he used to travel up and down the country in Pakistan from one city to another city. So he wasn't an ordinary doctor. So the doctor himself narrates this story to a sheikh in Saudi Arabia. And Ajib, you see the qudrat and the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when I heard this story, straight away a verse from the Quran, a verse from Surah Luqman came to my mind, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَلَمْ تَرَوْا أَنَّ اللَّهَ سَخَّرَ لَكُم مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَأَسْبَغَ عَلَيْكُمْ نِعَمَهُ ظَاهِرَةً وَبَاطِنَةً. Allah ta'ala says, do you not see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has subjugated for you all that what is in the heavens and all that what is in the earth for us, for you and I, for human beings. So the story is as follows, that this doctor was traveling from one city to another city in Pakistan, a domestic flight. And whilst they were en route in the air, it became dark, it was very cloudy, it was starting to rain and thunder, and lightning struck and it hit one of the engines. So the pilot had to do an emergency landing. Obviously they didn't reach the destination, it was en route. So they had to make an emergency landing at a very small airport, When they landed, the doctor obviously had a time, he had a schedule, he had to be at that place where he was intended to go. So he asked the pilot, how long will it take to fix the engine? So the pilot said, look, doctor, it will take a long time, but the destination you want to go is only 3 hours away in car. It is better you go and you will reach there, inshallah, in 3 hours. So the doctor said, that's fine. So he took a taxi, and en route, subhanallah, it started to rain again. It was raining so heavily that it was not possible for the taxi, for the car to continue driving. So the doctor said to the driver, look, let's just stop at that house over there. It is salah time, it is raining, torrential rain, and it is not safe. When it slows down, we shall continue our journey. Let us stop at that house. Inshallah, we can rest, we can pray salah, and then we can continue our journey. It was a normal small house. He knocked on the door, and an old lady opened the door. So the doctor explained his whole situation, and he said, look, this is what happened. I'm en route to such a place. It is salah time, and if you allow me, please, can I pray my salah? And the old lady said, yes, please, no problem, come inside. So the old lady, she went back to what she was doing. She was looking after this child, and the doctor did wudu, and he prayed salah. After he finished his salah, he noticed that this old lady was attending a child. She was attending a child, a sick child. So he saw that, and anyway, then whatever he had to do, he did. He finished, and as he was leaving, he thanked the old lady, and he said, by the way, what are you doing to that child? So she said that, look, this child is an orphan. I am the child's grandmother. He's an orphan, and he has this sickness, this illness, and he has this problem, this illness, that there's not many doctors in the country who can see him, but I've tried to contact this doctor, but they say that you will have to wait 6 months to get an appointment to see this doctor. And this child is extremely sick. So the doctor said, by chance, what is his doctor's name that you need 6 months to see him? Well, what is his name? And the old lady mentioned the name, Dr. Ihsan or Ihshan, something like that. So when she said that the doctor who I'm trying to make appointment in is taking me 6 months, do you know who the doctor was? It was the doctor who was standing in front of her. And the doctor started to cry. He started to cry because he said to the old lady, it is because of your du'as that Allah Ta'ala put the rain and the thunder and the storm. We had to land. And I thought, Chalo, I'll take the car and I'll go to the place. But Allah Ta'ala made the rain so much, the rain was pouring down, that I could not continue my journey, and Allah Ta'ala brought me here to your house. This is what it means that, Allah, do you not see that Allah Ta'ala has subjugated for you the makhluk, the creations in the heaven and in the earth? And look, for one, and you know what happened afterwards? Anyway, then, obviously the doctor did what he had to do, and straight after that, the weather was fine. The rain stopped totally and the sun came out. But this is the power of dua. This is the power. That's why Rasulullah says that dua is a weapon for a believer. We should never ever become despondent. When a person makes dua, either Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you whatever you ask for, or He will take, if He won't give you what you ask for, Allah Ta'ala will take away from you a musibah, a calamity. Or the third thing is, Allah will do none of those. On the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you such a reward. And this person will think, how on earth did I earn this reward? I can't remember doing anything amazing that Allah Ta'ala has given me so much reward. Then Allah Ta'ala will inform that person that this reward is because of the du'as you made in the dunya and I didn't accept. Then on the day of judgment, that person will say, oh Allah, you should have not accepted none of my du'as. You should have not accepted none of my du'as. So this story is definitely an inspiration for us to continue making du'a and to never ever become despondent and never lose hope in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdihi, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu